I don't know if we're live or not, honestly.
We
We're
are.
just
We are live on your
live on
Instagram. Yeah.
Instagram. Look at
Yes,
this.
it
It's
works.
working.
It's working.
Oh,
Yes,
you checked it? It worked? Nice.
Yeah, it
What's
works.
up,
I'm looking.
everybody? I don't know if I can actually see your comments if you're leaving them, but welcome to us. We're doing a test run of World Wrestling Radio live on Instagram. It's pretty cool that we are able to do this. I guess we might as well go live on other platforms since we're live, right? F it. Might as well just go all in, right? Ah, man. So sorry for the abrupt start there. I didn't expect it to actually work, but here we are. What'd you think about WrestleMania, buddy?
Yeah, so WrestleMania was a thing. 37. Yeah.
Was a thing.
Right. I liked night one better than night two, in all honesty. I thought there were better matches on night one than night two, but yeah, both nights are pretty good.
Yeah, I thought so too. I have to agree with you. I do think night one was actually better than night two. I think night one had a lot of really special moments. I think there was a lot of action. I think it was really just kind of a good time, as they would say. I'm going to delete this thing right here. It's a little slow on me. I mean, they'll stop the music so people can actually hear us. Yeah, I think that overall, night one was the better show, but I do think night two delivered on multiple different platforms, including that main event where people were just completely shocked to see Roman Reigns completely dominate. He won the belt. He came in the champ. He came out the champ. I mean, it's crazy to see him have this kind of success that he's having, honestly.
Right. Agreed. I was very shocked myself. I told you I thought Edge was going to win the match, and yeah, Roman won. And Twitter and Facebook and everybody, even my friends, were texting me, and they were like, "Edge should have won," and everybody, including myself, was upset about the whole thing.
I mean, were you really upset though?
I understood it from the storyline standpoint as a podcaster, sure, but as for a as for a WWE fan, yes, I was a little upset. They give Edge the Royal Rumble, and then all of a sudden,
what would be your perfect ending to that WrestleMania 37 Sunday night event that you witnessed?
Right. So what I would have definitely done, at least to keep Edge intact, at least keep just Edge intact, is have, if they're still going to go with Roman pinning somebody, let him just pin Daniel Bryan. It makes Daniel Bryan look a little bit weak, sure, but he can recover. I mean, he's still an A-list player, obviously, as you can see, main event in WrestleMania. But pinning Edge and Daniel Bryan, yeah, I think that was the wrong way of going about it.
It really it put Roman Reigns on another level, is what it did. It put him on a scary level. It put him on a unstoppable force, dominant, ass kicking level that we don't really see very often. You don't really see those kind of ass whippings like that, especially at WrestleMania, especially at the main event. You just don't see that kind of stuff happen. And the fact that we witnessed it happen like we did was actually pretty cool, in my opinion.
I agree with you, but at the same time, Roman is good without Jey Uso, and the fact that he needed Jey Uso, and the fact that Jey Uso won the Giant Royale on the SmackDown before WrestleMania. I don't know if you saw that or not, but he won the Battle Royale, Andre the Giant match. And then all of a sudden he comes in, doesn't just interfere. He literally just wreaks havoc. I thought Jimmy was going to actually show up. I guess he's still not cleared. I don't know. I haven't read anything on Jimmy Uso in a while since he showed up, I think, at Elimination Chamber, whatever that was. So yeah, I don't know really, but I still think they just should have had Roman just stand strong by himself instead of Jey Uso interfering too much, because that was just too much. Jey Uso.
Man, it's what was needed, though. If you go back and you watch the good old wrestling days, you'll see Triple H never won a clean match in his life. He had China, he had DX, he had Road Dogg showing up. All along his whole career, he had someone showing up and actually escorting him to the victory lane every single time, because that's what heels do. They come in and out as champion, and that's what's needed sometimes for it to be like a dominant force. And he definitely solidified himself as a dominant force, and there's nothing you can do about it at this point except be like, damn, Roman Reigns runs shit. You know what I mean? He really does.
Right.
He runs the show. So
Right. Well, you're speaking about heels. I just wanted to bring this up. But sorry to get a little bit off topic of Roman, but you're speaking about heels, somebody who doesn't need anybody. I mean, yes, you have MVP as the mouthpiece, but look at Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre, the opening night of night one. The opening match. I mean, Lashley most certainly is a heel, and he did not need MVP or anybody to interfere, and he just. He put Drew in the hurt lock, and yes, it looked like Drew was going to literally pass out. I don't know if you watched. I watched the replay of the match, and Drew really looked like they were gonna pass out. So I'm glad they did what they did to make Lashley look strong still, and make McIntyre kind of not look stupid in a way. So yeah.
Absolutely. I think that overall that match was really stiff like usual. And I think most people expected both Drew McIntyre to win the belt and Edge to win the belt. And that's why the swerve was so beautiful by Vinnie Mac to pull what he pulled on us. He did. He pulled the swerve move on everyone. No one thought Roman was leaving with the belt. I'm not sure which would have got the bigger boo, if it was Roman leaving with the belt or Daniel Bryan leaving with the belt, but I think either way it was kind of like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like, a shocking ending, and that's kind of what Vince was going for, and he definitely accomplished his objective. Great job. Keep up with the good work. Thank you, Ethan.
Thank you so much. Yes, I agree. Yes, definitely a lot of title changes, a lot of big surprises. One of the biggest surprises is Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler still retain. I don't understand that at all, but that's that. And the matches,
Natty and Tamina are never gonna win. Natty and Tamina are never gonna be winners. It's just who they're at this point. They're just there to put other people over, and it just needs to be accepted at this point that that's what it is. How many followers do you have on TikTok, by the way? Do you have 1,000?
I don't know. Me, I have like maybe 100.
I was gonna say we could go live together so people could hear you. Right now, they're watching me on TikTok, thinking, what the hell? Every time they can't see you. That's what makes this whole thing silly.
Right.
If I can reverse this.
We work on it, but as for the whole thing, I don't know. The whole Nia and Shayna thing, it's just like I told you guys a couple months ago about when they got the titles. I think that they should have just. How can I explain it? It's like another Team Hell No, and we don't need that right now. You know, they're like the female version of Team Hell No, and it's not really needed right now in the tag team division.
No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But unfortunately, those two girls are really strong individual competitors. So it only makes sense for them to tag up and be this tag team that's dominating everyone, because Natty and Tamina shouldn't beat Shayna and Nia Jax ever.
I don't know why they won the match before that. I agree.
Shayna Baszler has been in the octagon with Ronda Rousey, I believe. You know what I mean?
Yes, she wrestled Becky Lynch while Becky Lynch
Amanda
was pregnant.
Nunes. You know what I mean? Come on, like Natalie's garbage. Like she just I'm glad she had a WrestleMania moment that she deserves it. She gets her match, but like you can't expect Tamina and her to win. I don't know who's going to beat them. Who's going to dethrone them, honestly? What's up? Thanks for joining us, everybody.
I've been hearing a couple rumors. I don't know. If it happens, then there is only going to be one team to do it, and I really don't want that team to do it, in all honesty. So, yeah. I think you know what team I'm talking about. The WWE Hall of Famers, the Bella Twins. That's what I've been hearing. Yeah, I know my facial expression is the same way. I agree. Yes, not really happy about that.
Oh, they're so boring. So we're sorry, Vincent Kennedy LaSpada isn't here. He's apparently too cool for school, so we're just gonna rock it without him. That's okay. We didn't really need his ass anyways.
Right.
So what did you think of Big Bunny? I know you were talking about him. We were going to talk about him.
Who's Big Bunny? You mean the bunny's jumping around with the Miz?
Did I say Big Bunny? I meant Bad Bunny.
You said Big Bunny. If you're talking about the bunnies jumping around, I did not mean to say Big Bunny. That was great.
Bad Bunny. Who do you think's going to win? What did you think of Bad Bunny's performance at WrestleMania?
Okay. First of all,
I didn't mean to call him Big Bunny.
And The Miz and there was a bunch of big bunnies. I will give you that, Nico. There was.
And those
there was
guys
about
are the NXT.
20 of them.
Yeah.
That was a funny entrance with Miz and Morrison and the bunny thing. Kind of reminds me of the whole Easter vibe there, so that's great. But Bad Bunny on the truck, man, that was a great entrance. Very solid entrance to even just roll up to the ring. And then when he got there, he really just teared it down. I was very impressed by a guy who's been trained for only a couple of months, just basically just tore it up at WrestleMania. So I was impressed.
Yeah, he's basically a lifelong wrestling fan living his dream. You know what I mean? He's been able, and he has all the money in the world. I'm sure he has millions of dollars. So
Dude,
for him,
I was watching an AEW commercial, and he was in a Corona commercial with Snoop Dogg. So he's in places, man.
For sure, he's living his best life, and I'm happy for him because he deserves it. He's a hard worker, and he definitely is he's made it. He's made it to the top. So it's cool to see Bad Bunny kicking ass. I mean, honestly, other than Pat McAfee, that was one of the best performances I've ever seen by a person that's not a professional wrestler.
Right.
That dude went in and killed it. They're usually really goofy when you see them. Shaq had a good performance last week too. I'll give him that. But most of them are like Snoop Dogg, where they come in and they throw little pussy punches and they just looks goofy and silly in there. But Bad Bunny looked legitimate, and
he actually looked solid. And I don't know if it was Damian Priest helping him throughout the entire process, but Damian Priest also looked very strong in the match as well. I know they gave Bad Bunny more time, but Damian Priest is definitely a main event player going forward. I can see it right now.
See, I like Damian Priest a lot in NXT, but I don't think he's found his fit yet in WWE and Raw. It's just not, his character's just kind of taken a downward spiral for me. It started out really hot. He was rolling, but they've relied on that whole thing with Bad Bunny a little too much, in my opinion. So I think he's in trouble. I really do. I think he might be in catering in about 6 months. He's super talented. He deserves it.
He's great, man. Yeah, absolutely.
I just don't know. I don't know. I'm worried about him. I've always been worried about him. I was worrying about him when he was Punishment Martinez and he wasn't getting the respect he deserved.
I remember that. Yes.
So now he's finally getting his push. And you got to remember, Damian Priest is probably close to 40 years old. I don't know the exact age, but he's an older dude. So you know what I mean? He doesn't have a lot of years to be able to get his showcase. He needs to be winning titles and kicking ass right now.
Right. I feel like it's the same way with Miz and Morrison. If you're jumping on the other side of that match, Miz and Morrison also both up there in age. And a lot of people want, Morrison to get another big push, another big title run. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. Who the hell knows? But, Miz and Morrison are definitely, like I said, they're up there. And in all honesty, they're just putting people over at this point. So I don't know if that's what they're just doing, or if they really are getting, because Miz said something the other day about how he doesn't want to retire. He says he's in his prime. But in all honesty, what's his prime? A TV show after Monday Night Raw? I mean,
he is in his prime as far as making money and kicking ass. And he's on TV. He's on TV on Raw, and then he's on TV right after Raw. So you are in it. And then he was on that Wipeout show for a while or whatever it was, where that he was on. So the dude is kind of in his stride right now, but that doesn't mean that he deserves the world title. You know what I mean?
I agree with you. No, he does not deserve the title. I'm actually surprised. We're going back to Lashley and McIntyre. McIntyre is getting another shot at the title. That was just kind of bizarre,
For sure.
WrestleMania Backlash. What do you think of that?
I don't understand why they're calling it WrestleMania Backlash. It's kind of annoying to me. Look at this dude. CJ, thanks for joining. I got a lot of people joining us. We got people joining us from TikTok. I'm on live TikTok. Coming over to Twitch. Wow. This is technology. We're live on Instagram for the first time. We're live on Twitch. We're live on TikTok. This is what it's all about. I don't, Facebook, oddly enough, Facebook's the least popular one that we're on.
Right.
Which you would think would be better, but it's not. You have no one listening to you. I'm cutting your shit off right now. No one's even listening to yours on your page.
I didn't even know mine was even live.
I have 5,000 followers and no one.
I didn't even know mine was even live. Okay, right.
It's hilarious.
Right. Anyway, like you were saying about WrestleMania Backlash. That's yeah,
What's up,
that's me.
everybody? Thank you for joining me. Hello, hello, hello. We love Niko. Everyone loves Niko. Niko's the best. Yay, Niko.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it.
Right.
Thank you for coming over. Let's get back to talking wrestling.
Yes, you were saying WrestleMania Backlash. You didn't understand why.
WrestleMania Backlash. Why are they calling it that? Are they going to call it WrestleMania Money in the Bank and then WrestleMania SummerSlam and WrestleMania?
Can you imagine just everything WrestleMania?
What's the
WrestleMania
point?
Royal Rumble.
Oh God, it's making me sick to think that they're calling it WrestleMania Backlash.
WrestleMania Rumble. Screw the royal part.
Like, as far as I'm concerned, there's the WrestleMania, which should be one day, by the way. The shit should not be 2 days, but that's fine. It's 2 days. It's probably going to be 2 days from here on out, unfortunately. But anyways, one day, and then there's the Raw after WrestleMania, which should be a banger of a show, and unfortunately, it wasn't last night.
It got some pretty decent ratings on Monday. Last night was NXT, as you know, the move to Tuesdays, which did pretty well. We'll talk about that in a minute. But yes, on Monday, it got decent ratings on Monday night. But no, it was not the big surprise spectacle that everybody thought was going to happen. I guess Charlotte Flair coming back was probably the highlight of the night, if you will, really. So
absolutely, dude. I think that overall Backlash, it's just a desperate attempt to hold on to the WrestleMania icon name, but overall it's just anything after WrestleMania is going to be disappointing, let's be honest. And WrestleMania itself, and we haven't talked it so long, we missed out on so much. We didn't get to talk about Stand and Deliver.
That was good. Yeah, a lot of great matches. Yes,
that was a solid ass pay-per-view. Raquel Gonzalez won the belt. Karrion Kross won the belt. It was like a turning of the time for them.
I told you it was his time, man. I told you, Karrion Kross. I said, tick, tick. He's gonna win that belt, and he did. So I'm happy.
WrestleMania Money in the Bank. I can't wait for it. That would be so stupid.
Oh God, no. They switched the pay-per-views around. I heard this. I read this. It was supposed to be Money in the Bank instead of Backlash. Then they put Backlash and then Money in the Bank. Now it's back in June. So I don't know why they switched it around, but they switched the dates around. So
ridiculous.
That's fascinating.
Absolutely ridiculous. We got to get you 1,000 followers on TikTok so we can go live together.
I don't use TikTok, so
you're too busy wanking off on Twitter with these idiots who hate me. You're entertaining people who want to insult me. Can't insult. I love Twitter. Honestly, Twitter is my favorite platform because you can totally just like it's like crazy over there. You know what I mean? It's like Armageddon. People are just like, F you, dude. I hope you die. Like it's just insane. Like, oh man. So then you get to the point where you're like, what's up? Ask away your questions, everyone. Ask your questions in the comments section and we will get to them to the best of our ability. We'll answer them. We're trying to have a show here. We're obviously dicking around. We were waiting for Vince Laspada, our co-host. We don't know where he's gone. What'd you say? Let's go through your notes. Let me start with this. 805,000 people for NXT last night.
Moved to Tuesday nights, as you all know. It was the move after Stand and Deliver. Stand and Deliver was last Wednesday and Thursday on Peacock here in the United States, obviously. And tonight was the last night, I should say, was the first time it moved to Tuesday nights. And yeah, solid numbers. You can see it right there.
Absolutely. And that's a number that, last week they beat AEW as well, but not no substantially, but they did win. So that's big. You know what I mean? To score that kind of number. And I'm wondering, what do you think AEW is going to score given the fact that they were uncontested tonight?
I don't know. It could be more. It could be less. I mean, they had Iron Mike Tyson on. That's a big deal. Mike Tyson's a big draw no matter what you did. He was a big draw in WWE when he was with DX, and he's a big draw now. He's still a big draw. I mean, he's Mike Tyson. I mean, so, yeah, I mean, I expect the numbers to be up there. I do. I don't know if it's going to beat NXT, but we'll see, yeah.
Yeah,
Which numbers came out tonight?
I know these crazy people on Twitch.
Right here. Somebody asked this question. I'm going to put this up.
Knock it up.
Cruiserweight champion Kushida. What do you think, man?
That one really surprised me because honestly, Santos Escobar has had a hell of a run and he beat Jordan Devlin in probably the best match of the night for night 2 as far as physicality goes.
It was a great match. Great ladder match.
They gave it all, and to just have him lose the belt the very next week or whatever kind of is ridiculous to me, especially to Kushida. I know everyone loves him, but I just don't get it. I didn't get his gimmick, and he looks even dumber now. He put on panties instead of his jean shorts. At least when he had his gimmick for the Back to the Future, it was cool. But now he just looks like every other wrestler in there. I'm not a fan of Kushida, honestly, and I don't understand why I thought Escobar, and I honestly.
I think I lost you there for a minute. Yeah, so Kushida winning was a very big surprise for me. In all honesty, there, I actually kind of agree with you. It was very surprising here. Let me go back to the comments here, see what's going on. Welcome back. As for, I was just saying to our viewers that I was also very surprised about Kushida winning the belt last night, but I guess it's his time. Don't you think?
This dude said I have to take a coworker home.
I don't know.
So annoying. We're just gonna skip this dude. We're skipping him today. He doesn't get to join us. He gets the. Hold on. He gets this.
Is he here? I mean, I don't
know. Oh, you suck.
Okay, right.
No, he doesn't get the bro. No bro for him.
Okay.
Right. I can't see me on Instagram. I'm annoyed. It sucks. Why can't I see myself on there?
I don't know. I'm not looking.
I wonder if I'm still on there. Can you tell and look and see?
I can.
Oh anyways, God. I had a great time at WrestleMania. For those of you that didn't know that I really got to go to it.
Yes, you're still live.
Go to it. Huh?
Yeah, you're still live on there.
Nice.
Yes.
I had a great time at WrestleMania. One of the best times I've had in a long time. Obviously, my seats were super close. I got to get extremely close to the ring.
Right here, yeah.
To the point where I got to enjoy the whole thing. I really thought the show itself, I wish I would have went on Saturday because Saturday seemed like an amazing event, but I'm glad I went on Sunday. I almost didn't go, and I would have really been annoyed if that was the case. I ended up not going. So we have a couple questions. What do we have thoughts on Raquel Gonzalez, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, all women champions showing up to NXT? I thought that was
I was just going to put that up on the banner here. I'm looking at your notes about this night one. I was just going to ask you about the Io Shirai, Raquel Gonzalez match.
Yeah, that match was really it was a good moment. It was really cool to see Io finally relinquish the belt after having it for so long, probably a year, right? Over a year. And then see Raquel.
It was actually under less than a year. She won it from Charlotte Flair back in June.
Nice. So
takeover in your house. That's what it was. It was in your house takeover. That's right.
So I mean, she's had the belt for a really long time. She had some amazing matches, but unfortunately, she didn't really get to showcase anything else but her amazing matches. They put her in a lot of tag teams. They put her with a lot of silly things because of her lack of English. It's the same thing over and over again. If you have a lack of English, you're going to struggle to be a dominant champion. You have to have a mouthpiece. It's 50% of the job. 50% is wrestling. The other 50% is personality, mouthpiece, and shit. So
that's why I think personally, Kairi Sane worked so well with Asuka. Because you had Kairi Sane who kind of just like translate for Asuka. Now you have Asuka being this big baby face. She lost the belt to Ripley over the weekend, as you know. And now I don't know what they're going to do. Maybe they'll get, Flair, Asuka, and Ripley and a triple threat. I don't know what's going to happen. But I kind of agree with you there with that about Io Shirai needing some sort of mouthpiece. And Raquel Gonzalez has one. She has Dakota Kai. So...
yeah, and that helps her out a lot. I mean, Dakota Kai is also a side piece. She's a mouthpiece and a because she's beautiful. So, like, it helps Raquel out a lot in so many different ways. And it's weird because I was anticipating some kind of backstabbing last night by either Raquel or by Dakota while they were in there congratulating each other. All I could think about was like Four Horsemen shit with Ric Flair clapping his hands and he rips the shirt of Lex Luger and beats the crap out of him, whistles at I was waiting for something really cool to happen, but it never took place. So
actually, something did cool happen during that moment. Rhea Ripley showed up, and then Bianca Belair showed up.
How do I put an ad on my videos? I don't know what you're talking about, CJ. What do you mean? Do I put ads on my videos? I don't have any ads on my videos.
Like I said, last night, Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair, they showed up. So it was a cool moment. Water.
There's your ad for you. Oh, on YouTube? I don't know how that works on YouTube. I just post videos and they show ads, but I don't really get paid on YouTube, so I don't even watch. Go to my Twitch. Screw my YouTube.
Right. I was saying about last night how they did a whole Cheers thing, the three of them, the next generation. I have to ask you a question. Did you see last night? I think you mentioned it on Twitter too this morning. You said something about Bianca Belair's plates still say Sasha Banks's plates.
Yeah.
Well, what's up with that?
You know, I like to create controversy on social media, so I wrote that as like I'm insulted. But the truth is that she had and CJ just talked about this right now. The truth is that she has her side plates probably because they didn't get them created yet. They take a long time to
Ripley's
get
is
them done.
created. I saw
Ripley's already been a world champion and had side plates created for her.
Okay,
And
that's
she's
I guess
the
that's true.
NXT champion, remember?
That's right, yeah.
So she had side plates already made for her. It was an easy transition for her. Bianca's didn't get played, and Riddle's didn't get made for the longest time. He had the belt for a few months and didn't get it made till recently. He just got side plates on his shit. So, and then
that's actually something I guess I will jump to because he was actually here. I guess we might as well. He was supposed to retain over the weekend, and he didn't.
Yeah, this is some Vince McMahon thing. I mean, Vince McMahon calls the rules in WWE, and if he changes his mind at the last minute that, you know, you're going to lose, that's how it happens. You lose. And who knows the reason behind it? There is no rhyme or reason to a 75-year-old man making decisions like this. And he just decided that he wants Sheamus to have the belt, and that's what it is. The truth is that Matt Riddle was probably not supposed to win the belt to begin with. It was supposed to be Keith Lee, but Keith Lee is having some kind of either health or personal issues go on.
Correct.
So at this time and point, it was better to put it on Riddle, and Riddle had a hell of a run. That was something that, talk about getting the ball and running with it. It's exactly what Matt Riddle did. He got the chance to be the U.S. champ, and he ran with it. Every single week on Raw, he had a really great wrestling match with all kinds of badass people. And even this week, he took an ass whipping.
But him and Bobby Lashley, that was surprising and honestly made no sense storyline wise.
He fought the WWE World Heavyweight Champion though, so if you're a Matt Riddle fan or anything, like, this is awesome. I mean, maybe he's in the doghouse. Who knows?
I don't know, but what I heard, what I read was that, you know, apparently they want Sheamus to, they won the belt because they want him to keep feuding with Matt Riddle. So I guess we'll see what happens. I guess here.
I don't like it at all, but it is what it is. This is the way that shit happens, and things happen. So
right. I'm sorry we're back. We're jumping all over the place. I'm sorry. I'm gonna jump to this next thing here. The United States champion Walter.
Man, that was really. So the two questions for this is, one question is Walter ever going to lose that belt?
I don't know.
Number two is, how stiff was that match, man? I couldn't in person.
God, really stiff, but you were there. So
how did it look out on TV? Because in person, it was pretty brutal.
It was not the greatest match. It was very stale of a match.
It slow.
Yeah. Like, do I really have to watch this right now? It was a very.
I think Walter injured his hand. So I
think he did too. So that might have been one of the reasons, but in all honesty, man, I just don't know. Like, the match looked bad, and Tommaso Ciampa couldn't carry it, and Walter, you know, just couldn't carry it. It's just, you know, him retaining was just something that happened, in my opinion. It was not the biggest deal, and it's not the smallest deal. Just something that happened. So, yeah.
All right, I stopped our Instagram stream. That was fun. That was a really great test. Woo! I was excited it worked. So we are off Instagram. Great. That was our first time ever streaming on Instagram.
That's pretty cool.
I can't wait to get my YouTube back. I'm so annoyed that we're suspended. Like, it's just so effing annoying. Yeah, I think this match was totally lackadaisical. I think Walter did injure his hand. That's why his chops weren't the vicious chops that he was even using his left hand. If you go back, he was chopping him with his left hand because he effed up his right hand, and he wasn't there this week on WWE. You notice they had the three other dudes and not him.
Yes, so, I did notice that.
But I can't stand the other dudes like Wolf and these dudes. Like, I just don't see a future for anyone but Walter in that whole group. I don't see it for these guys, and the same applied for Undisputed Era. I just didn't see. I wanted them to come up, but I didn't really see any future for them. I still don't. Even Adam Cole himself is going to struggle on the main roster. But like,
right, I was just going to put that up. We're just going all over here because I'm just on the thing. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah, that was a great match. Those dudes,
It
I
was
mean,
brutal, man. It looked brutal on TV, bro. I'll tell you straight up, it was nuts.
yeah, and it was cool to see the match itself as close as I did. Like when
Mhm.
he went through the entrance, I was right there. It was right
Oh
in
my
front of me.
god!
So it
Wow.
was really cool to experience. And then when he kicked the wall down to
Mhm.
pull him out, I mean, it was right in front of me. So it was really great to see that part of it. Matches like that suck though, because when they go all over the arena, you don't see much of it when it's in the corner and you're there live. You're like looking over for shit, but you don't really see anything
Right.
happening. And that can be really frustrating at times because we're there to see wrestling. So those kind of matches can be kind of boring, actually. And another thing that's kind of cheesy for me is the fucking ERs right next to me with the stretcher and like five dudes, like before the match even started. You know what I mean? They were just there.
Right.
Like they all showed up. I went out to go take a pee. I came back. There was a ambulance out front. I'm like, oh god, here we go. Like you just know that someone's gonna be hauled off into the ambulance. You already know it's gonna be Adam Cole because
Yeah.
like Kyle O'Reilly was already stretched off in a stretcher a couple months ago. So it's just like, oh god. And then he's like twitching, like doing this shit. Like, come on,
Yeah.
bro. He's a great actor. I love him. He's just so damn skinny, but he does have a hot wife, doesn't he? Or
Oh,
girlfriend.
yeah, Dr. Britt Baker, who cut a great promo tonight on AEW.
She's turned into a huge star, no doubt about it.
She's
And just going down the list, Finn Balor and Karrion Cross, great
yeah,
match. I'm happy for him. Let's answer this question. Do you
yeah, of
feel
course.
Ivar and Eric returning on Raw? I was happy to see the Viking
That was
Raiders
awesome. The
return.
Viking Express or
Oh,
Experience, right?
is that what they are now? They're not Viking Raiders now. They
I
changed.
don't know. That's the new guy calling it different names.
Oh
I don't
God, the new guy.
um, you
He was
know,
kind of cheesy. He
he
struggled.
was just bad.
What'd you think
I'll
of
say
Raw?
it.
I didn't really get to watch it in and out because I was busy that day. I was really tired from post WrestleMania, but like, did you
Right,
like it?
I watched the entire thing because that's all I was able to do. I was able to sit there and just watch it. Well, not sit there, just lay there because I couldn't really do much. But I watched it, and honestly, some good, some bad. Honestly, it was not my favorite Raw after WrestleMania. If that's what you're gonna say, this is supposed to be one of those go big, go home shows. Charlotte Flair came back. Charlotte Flair came back, which was great.
Yeah,
Cut a huge promo, interfered in the Rhea Ripley and Oscar match, so
yeah,
that's gonna lead somewhere. Matt Riddle got destroyed by Bobby Lashley.
yes.
MVP cut a bunch of promos. The what the hell is their names are working for MVP now? I forget the two dudes.
Oh yeah, Mace and T-Bar.
That's it. Thank you. They're working for MVP, and I guess they're part of the Hurt Business now. So that's a thing. I don't know.
It's
That was
good to
very
see the Hurt
confusing ending.
Business expand beyond all like African American because they need to grow, and there could be a lot of people in the Hurt Business to make it cool. They could really go. I personally think that Lashley could hold the belt for a while now. He could hold it for a couple months. I'm not sure. When you have backup, it's the same with Roman. When you have backup, you're unstoppable.
I think that depends if a certain beast in carnage comes back or not. About Bobby Lashley holding on to that belt. If a certain beast in carnage comes back, I think Lashley's in trouble. If that beast does not come back, then yes, I agree with that. I think Lashley could hold on to the belt because I don't think they're putting McIntyre on giving him the belt back at least till SummerSlam when they put fans back in the seats again. So hopefully. That's the tentative plan. Charlotte, though, I still don't know why she was not at WrestleMania. They advertised her. They advertised her. She's actually still, if you go on the WWE shop, you can see her face is still on the commemorative chair. So I don't know what happened. She was supposed to be there. She got cut. Maybe it was storyline based. And then all of a sudden, she just shows up on Raw. So what do you think?
I think it's awesome. That's all you can say about it. You know what I mean? I think, and just I'm just trying to look through all these comments.
That's fine, yeah.
I'm trying to multitask. There's a million things going on.
Wow, yes.
Dominic Dijakovic. You think? I wonder. I was thinking about that earlier. That's the only reason I posted that is because I feel like MVP could be like, man, take off that mask. You guys look stupid over here calling yourselves Mason T-Bar. I can even be like, I think he called him Teabag even, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He called him Teabag a couple
Was
of
that
times.
MVP
Yes.
that called him Teabag? So like,
Yes.
I could see him being like, dude, you're Dominic Dijakovic. Quit playing. And he comes back out. And like, dude himself is very agile and very talented in the ring. So if he does ever, I don't know what octopus. That's pretty cool though. Look at that octopus emoji. These
I
guys
think personally they have to. I agree with you. And I'm going to say this from a personal opinion standpoint here. I think they have to drop their little retribution game because retribution's over. And to side that, I know we don't have any pictures up. If you pull a picture up, you'll see Mia Yim without her retribution gear at Mania.
She had
We
two
watched
accounts
the
anyways,
thing.
though. She had a Reckoning and she had Mia Yim accounts for the last couple months.
So, in all honesty, I think it is over. And Mustafa Ali was supposed to be in this title with Riddle and Sheamus, and he was nowhere to be found. And I don't even know if he was even on Raw the other night. I don't even remember if he was on Raw. So I don't think he was. But I gotta ask you something really cool because you were at WrestleMania. I think it was night 1 though. I don't think it was night 2. Might have been night 2. I don't remember. AJ Styles won the Raw Tag Team belt with Omos. I think that's how you say his name. I could be wrong.
Almost.
Yeah, almost. I tried. What do you
It's not like I know. It's not like I'm correcting you. Like it's Omos. Like I don't fucking know either, dude.
I don't know.
What's up, Doc?
What do you think, though? AJ Styles could become a Grand Slam champion now, actually, because of this.
I love AJ Styles. I'm really happy for him that he was able to win another title and just be, phenomenal. And at this point in his career, he needs to be the guy who's helping other people get over. He's 42 years old. He's still having banger matches at this age, which is not what I can say for everyone else. Your boy Edge, your boy Jericho, those dudes aren't having great matches anymore. They're slow. They're boring. They're not competing at that top level. AJ Styles is still at that very top level.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but Edge outlasted 29 other guys to win a Royal Rumble match. Just saying.
Edge has had 5 matches in a year and a half. AJ's had 30. You know what I mean? 50.
And Edge outlasted 29 out of those 30 people in the Rumble match.
And then he got dominated and pinned by Roman Reigns. Looked like
I told you it looked bad
like
going back to it, man.
Man, they made him look stupid.
I know they did. That's what I told you at the beginning of this.
Felt bad for that dude.
But yes, I kind of agree here with that. I think though, just Raw is it's not the show it used to be. And maybe it's missing Cena, maybe it's missing Becky. I don't know. But it's just not.
I hate that we rely on these old names. Like it's always CM Punk, Brock Lesnar, John Cena. Becky Lynch isn't necessarily an old name. I still consider Becky a current wrestler, but like Brock Lesnar, John Cena, CM Punk, those dudes are done. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Brock was gonna have 5 more matches.
He's coming back.
I mean, how many more matches is Brock gonna have in this career?
Oh no, him versus Lashley is one of my dream matches, though. You put those two in a match, damn.
They're just, but Brock doesn't throw Lashley around like that. You know what I mean? Like he's not gonna be able to give him 17 suplex cities because Lashley can't take 17 suplex cities.
Correct.
So it's not going to be this exciting match that you're thinking about. But
here's another match that was pretty exciting on night 1 was Seth versus Cesaro. The spinner, man. Yeah. Woo. Did you see all that?
Swiss Superman.
that was
actually the best match of the night, wasn't it?
That actually was. Yes, I agree with you there. I think that was the best. Besides the main event, besides Sasha and Bianca, they tore it down. I'll get to that in a minute.
Those girls did tear it
Cesaro and Seth, though, man, they put on a hell of a match, man. Made me dizzy, I don't know if you know this there. Oh, wow, we're doing trivia questions now. Okay.
I'm just testing it out. I'm just testing trivia out. I've always wanted to do trivia. Don't answer the questions. I know you want to answer all of them.
But
leave your answer in the comments if you know the question. The question is, which superstar entrance music contains the lyrics, "They broke the mold when they made me"? Let me know in the comments.
Right.
And I'll let you know.
Cesaro and Seth, though, man, I could definitely see Cesaro being a contender for the Universal Championship. Do you agree now that this is thing, or do you think they're going to keep going with Edge and Roman? What do you think? I hope they go with Edge. I really want Edge to win one more title before he steps out of the
Man, I
WWE and
really don't
retires.
know. I have no clue. I have no clue what they're going to do with it. I feel like Cesaro does deserve his push, but I'm not sure he's going to get that push that he deserves. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I do know what you mean. And I
Like, I
think
just
that's
feel like he's
very,
kind of screwed.
I think I don't know. I mean, he was kind of in the middle of the
I mean,
cart with
really,
Seth
you don't know
Rollins.
who made that? You guys don't know who wrote this song? You guys are. Do you even watch wrestling?
Right. I'm going to keep
They
talking
broke
as
the
this.
mold when they made me bring it on.
Right. I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep
The correct answer
sorry.
is you are right. It's Dolph Ziggler.
Woohoo, yeah. Actually, member of the Dirty Dogs. With Robert Roode right now, SmackDown Tag Team Champions, I believe, unless they did not win the keep the belts. I thought they did though, so I don't know.
Which of the following championships has John Cena never held? Is it the Intercontinental Championship, the United States Championship, the WWE Tag Team Champion, or the WWE World Tag Team Championship? We know
Right.
it's not the United States belt because he had that badass spinner belt.
Right. Do you actually know on this day in 2002, John Cena made his WWE actually debut? Speaking of Cena, he actually made his debut on this day.
We have
So that
one,
was
we have
actually very
two,
fascinating
3,
here.
4 people say Intercontinental. Everyone says Intercontinental. Let's see what the answer is. Hold on, let me play some. I can even get some music playing, dude.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Fun, man. Hold on. I'm gonna make this fun. Hold on. Here we go. I don't have Cena's music, but that's all right.
It's fine. Gotta add it. It's a good song.
It's the Intercontinental Championship.
Yes. Something that oh god, Apollo Crews won over the weekend. What did you think about that?
I thought it was awesome, honestly. I was really happy for him. He's been grinding for a minute now. And for him to get that championship and be able to hoist it up, although the Dabba-Kato thing was kind of cheesy, but I was really happy for
I
him.
was gonna ask you, you were talking earlier about heels and how they need people.
They did. They all needed people, right?
You know, what did you think about Kato coming back?
Everyone's a
Or they
heel.
just trying
Think
to
about
be?
this. Everyone is a heel right now except Sasha or except Bianca Belair. Every single champion's a
I don't
heel.
think Bianca's a heel. I mean, Ray Ripley might be a heel, but not Bianca. She's a babyface.
That's what I just
Sasha
said.
Banks, you mean,
Everyone's a
right?
heel except Bianca Belair. So like
Yeah, that's true.
everyone's a heel. So and Rhea won fair and square. But so what's the answer, guys? Edge and Christian's famous 5-second pause. Oh, they lost access to my Periscope.
Okay, right. I'm gonna keep going here on some of the other news here. There's a couple other things here I wanted to mention here. 20 weeks of my boy Sting. What do you think, Niko? 20 weeks, huh?
Tonight was the first night I actually really got to watch see him in all his glory. And I thought that honestly, he looked really fucking old, dude.
I know.
He just looks old. He's walking around with the bat. It's just, I just feel he's got to put the face paint on.
Hey, Google, I remember one time on Raw, man, the face paint melted off of him. That was funny.
How old? It says he's 63 every time because it says
63. He's 63, by the way. I looked it up earlier.
So what's the answer, guys? D or B? All right, let's see. The answer is B, flash photography.
Okay, right.
This is fun. I like this.
Yes. Right. I'm gonna go into the next thing here while you keep going on with these.
Go for it.
Bad Bunny goes on tour. This is it. And this was a great commercial. I don't know if you saw it because I think you were.
I did see it. No, I saw it. Him and Triple H. He said
yes, it's him and Triple H. And he goes, "You really showed up at WrestleMania. You did what you had to do. Now you have to go do what you have to do." And it's like this really cool microphone, man. You see this microphone he gave him, man? I don't know if he's gonna use that, but that was a great microphone that they gave him there. I'm upset to see him leave. In all honesty, I thought Bad Bunny really could have been a great potential in WWE, but I understand he is a music superstar. He's a celebrity. He's not a WWE superstar. So I understand that he does the thing. I don't know why that keeps going. I'm not touching anything.
I'm
by the way,
touching
so
everything.
I don't know why
I got it.
that's going on right now. Right. Okay.
It's Calls, buddy. It's Brocky Lesnar. Y'all had it wrong, both of you.
Who should return soon? Hopefully, I'm. Still
Look how young Brock looks there too.
Yeah,
Damn,
yeah. You're talking about how old he is.
All right, last one. Which former member of the Shield is the only one to have held the Intercontinental Championship? Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, or Roman Reigns? Leave a comment.
I know the answer, obviously, because I'm a Shield guy. You know, I'm a Shield guy from the old days.
You're a Shield guy, yeah. Hands off.
I've been since Mania 29. I was like, yes, they're there. And
hands off the merchandise. Vince is texting. Just got home. Great, Vince. We're getting off the air in a little bit.
Yeah,
that's a little late, great. Bro.
That's great. And then next week, maybe.
Seth. They're saying it's Seth. Let's see. Dean. The answer is drumroll Dean Ambrose.
It was actually Dean Ambrose, aka now my boy John Moxley, who they made look like a fool last week on AEW. AEW, man, was a solid show tonight. I actually want to get to one of the big things here going into this thing now. Kenny Omega says he wants to face Murphy if Murphy would come over to AEW. Says he would want to tear it up. He said one of his dream matches would be to face Buddy Murphy. So what do you think?
No, thanks.
Okay. Moving on from that.
I don't give a shit about that. To me, it's not exciting to me to see Kenny Omega face Buddy. It's never going to happen. This is all bullshit. This is all just cross-promoting, like just poking the bear bullshit. That's what it is.
Right. This next one here was big on AEW Tonight. Taz name dropped Edge.
He actually didn't name drop Edge.
Kinda name dropped. Not name dropped Edge, but he mentioned Edge.
No, he didn't. He didn't mention Edge. He mentioned that the other guy's been turn your phone sideways, clown. He mentioned that. Hey, look who it is. He's 40.
Right as we're about to get the air here, it shows up.
Yeah, we're done, dude. We already did it. You missed our trivia. You missed everything, man. You
we did a lot. And
it's the debut of our new stage, our new page. You missed that.
You barely see my head now because of this. I noticed that.
That's because it's gonna be like this, right? Yeah, it doesn't look as good now. You're right. We're gonna have to go when there's 3 of us. We're gonna have to use this one.
That's not bad, actually. I can see my head.
This one. We'll go with this one. You can go with this one.
Niko's having too much fun with this, guys. Right. Real quick before I do want to talk about this over the weekend. The Hardy's brothers father passed away.
Mad Dog, you should move your sign. You should actually move your camera up.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean? Like if you think about it, we're staring at your belly.
Okay.
We want to see your pretty face. I mean, you don't do that high. You notice how like Vince never shows his tits?
Personally, I want you guys to see the shirt. AEW is Jericho, baby. Yeah,
we don't want to see your shirt, bro. But thanks for
nice. It's nice, right?
Did you? So you purposely do that so we could see your shirt? That's hilarious.
Yes, I do actually.
He's like moving the camera.
I'm gonna try
he's doing his camera.
Next week, I have a new one. I have a couple of new ones coming in. So next week is gonna be a different shirt. I think it's what I'm gonna do every week. It's gonna be a different shirt for us to show it.
What's up, yos? What's going on?
Hey, bro, you're late as hell. We're about to end the show. We had a bunch of people on. Thanks for joining us, though.
Better late than never, they always say.
Yeah. I don't even know. So I'm tired too. It's fucking 11:30. We waited 30 minutes for you, and then the shit didn't even work.
We just kind of ran with it, I guess. Niko was testing everything out.
We were live on Instagram too. That was pretty cool.
That worked.
Next week we're doing Battlegrounds show.
Okay. I mean, I need to set all that up, but okay.
You mean we're gonna wrestle?
We're gonna wrestle and we're gonna talk wrestling.
That's a different show for a different day. That's our stream.
I was gonna say, wait a minute, isn't this supposed to be like a podcast? I don't even know anymore. Man.
All right, guys. Who gives a fuck? We can have this conversation online. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I'm gonna hit.
Thank you, everyone.
I'm gonna hit this stream ending sign. You guys, everyone, have a great night. Thank you so much for being a part of World Wrestling Radio, the greatest radio wrestling show in the entire world. I'm Niko Exxtra, joined by Vincent Laspada and Maddog. Join us next week, Wednesday, as we discuss another professional wrestling week of good shit. Thank you, everyone, for joining us, especially from Twitch and TikTok. We'll talk to you later. Have a great night, everyone.